Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? Guys, we are getting some amazing stuff with our new formed guild, the Maple Tree, and just, I don't know, I really do think we're getting into some true character progression for our ladies. And not only that, we're going to probably be seeing a good amount of just what these girls and one guy can do in this guild. Um, with our main girl Maple becoming practically famous on the second floor. And, excuse me, she was pretty famous already. Like, to be fair, after like placing in the very first event, people had their eyes out on her already. So it's pretty obvious that her growth of notoriety and people knowing just who she is in general would continue to grow relatively quickly with the more stuff she starts to do as a whole, which is funny because everything she pretty much does, she just does it. Like, she doesn't really care necessarily, and that's cool because guess what? No one is really making her you know, do or say anything that she doesn't want to say. So it all just comes from her just being this outgoing person, and it's amazing to see because her character as a whole is so lovey-dovey, and it just feels like if anybody was to, you know, go cross this girl, she is not the one to be trifled with anymore. Not only does she have amazingly strong teammates, but she also has some ridiculous power and vitality. So, excuse me. With everything that's popping off, I do wonder when somebody is going to, when somebody's actually going to be able to stop, like, their reign of terror, you could say. Because at this point, it truly feels like they're just going to run away with popularity. Their guild could only have it can only have 50 members. So with only 50 members and a whole world of ridiculously powerful people, they're gonna have to, figure out just what the heck they're gonna do against, people that, for instance, the strongest player in the game, Pain, who is like level 60 already. So good luck just figuring out, what he can actually do, what he actually is like going to be holding back if he holds back. It's stuff like that in this show that really gives me hope for the future because anybody who really gets um, closer and closer to the truth. Um, sorry, that's the first time I'm talking today. The first time, the times you get closer to the truth of your class is what makes you truly, truly disgusting in this world. So, for instance, Maple is a DP, a damage like taker, so she's a tank. She's supposed to be on the front lines, always in front of people. That's why she has a move called cover and stuff like that. So what did she do? She made it so she has so much HP, it doesn't matter how much damage she takes, she should be able to recover that HP or just not take as much damage in general. Then we have our speedster, Sally, who's absolutely super hyped to watch day in, day out. Every day she gets cooler to me, so that's another reason why I'm really enjoying this show. They're not just making Maple too broken past everybody else, but yet everybody is kind of complimenting Maple in a way. Like all of a sudden, Maple is she's the tree, and they're all just the branches, right? And as of now, we got another shield user, someone who's good at crafting materials, someone who has this cube that reminds me a lot of Hunter x Hunter's Lucky Slots from Kite. just where every day, instead of having to roll, kill somebody, and then you can roll again, or you can get rid of it. Um, with this, you have just an ability per day, and that's about it. Or like some skill per day that might go away sooner or later, which is cool to me because in this grand scheme, um, she had like mining level 5 or something like that as a skill. So when they needed the materials, she was the best one for the job. Or maybe she'll get a skill that boosts like fire attacks, or maybe she'll get a skill that boosts her allies. You know, something like that from the Rubik's Cube, which still draws the question as to what is her job, like what is her class actually named, and what the heck is her stats, like what is she putting her stats to maybe make her ability, make it so she can get better abilities, or make it so she can get, more of a focused ability, like, oh, I want this, and there's like a stat that will make it so she gets it more often. I don't know, but as a whole, the show is getting absolutely hype, and I can't explain my happiness for it because it's just basic. It's very basic. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. It's very open to change at any given time, seeing how not only do the people meet new people to change how stuff is going, but the thing that's truly changing and making this world feel like it's real, or like a real video game at least, is the fact that the admins or the game creators are changing stuff, and adding new features and all this different stuff like that. So it feels like just a straight up normal game that's getting updated, and it's ridiculously dope, and I wanted to actually play this game, but of course I can't because I'm not in an anime yet. But regardless of all that, man, I really do highly suggest you guys to keep watching this show. It feels like if you want to just watch a show that's going to be fun and take itself not too seriously, but at the same time use all the elements of the game mechanics of MMOs and RPGs, you'll definitely love this show. So continue to watch. I will continue to give you your reviews. And with all that being said, I am your boy, the Anime G. Let me know who your favorite character is starting to become in the show. Is it just Maple? Is it Sally? Is it the Samurai? Shield Man? Our two new members who are just maxed out on strength that are going to change the tide of battles whenever they actually can connect. And they're saying that they're going to level these girls up like crazy, so I can't wait to see what type of like outfits they kind of pick. If unless they just like wear the same thing over like for the rest of the show, would be kind of dumb. So yeah, I'm looking forward to quite a bit of stuff in the show already, and I hope you guys are too. So with all that being said, peace.